Hello and welcome back. So we have been working on the MGA Make It Mini Harry Potter potions, and today is going to tell us whether or not we actually have our first duplicate. So if you've been watching the series, I have weighed these in and they have ranged anywhere from 3.85, 3.95 and 4.0. So we did the first three, and spoiler, we have not had any duplicates yet. But today we are actually back at the 3.85 ounce. So we are going to see if this is our very first duplicate. I'm really hoping it's not. There are 15 to collect and I want them all. So let's go ahead and get into it and see if this is our first duplicate. Pull tab. Oh my gosh, it actually came all the way undone. So let's hope that this is a good sign, because our other three were not working this well. This is pull tab number 2, and it did open very easily just then. So it got to the little seam right there, and I can see where this is pulled like extra tight on here. So that's probably why it didn't go all the way through, but it came apart on the other end. Again, it didn't actually open all the way through, but I'm not mad about it. This one is sealed on here a lot tighter than the other ones have been. Okay, so there's not a cording or anything on the top of here, a sticker or anything, but there is one down here, and y'all, I'm sad to say that I think this may be a duplicate to our very first one. I hope it's not, but I'm afraid it might be, because it looks like it's that darn brown cording again. So let's go ahead and open it up. And I'm just going to check that to start with, because if it is, there's no sense in us going any further. I don't want to open all this up and it just be a duplicate. It is. It's a duplicate. It's a duplicate of the very first one. Darn. I was really hoping that this would not be. I'm just going to check a cauldron and see if it matches. And it does. It matches. So this is going to be a duplicate to that one. I can just very easily look right here and see. It is. It's infusion of wormwood. So I'm going to have one of these available. So, darn it. So if anybody's needing infusion of wormwood, I have one available. Okay, so we're going to put all this back in here. And I'm going to go ahead and open the next one. So this one is the 3.95 ounces. So now let's see if this is a duplicate dragon blood. Hoping it's not, but we'll see. Like I said, it weighed in the exact same. So we might possibly have 3 duplicates here. So almost. Before I open this part, I'm just going to look around and see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open this, because I can see on the bottom that there is actually a cording, that it is different. So the weight does not mean that they are exactly the same. So that is good to know. However, we did have 1 duplicate. So out of 15, I was really hoping by getting 6 that we would not have any duplicates. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop the sphere open. And we're going to get out our packages. We're going to get out our cheat sheet and our directions. Here's our tabletop. Our 3 other packages. This is the cording, and this is our table legs. We know this is the top. Now here we go with our Hogwarts school list paper. I still think this is so cute. The details that they put into this stuff that they absolutely don't have to is amazing. And then here's our cauldron. The cauldron again is different. Okay, so this one looks different. This is the other little school list. Oh, okay, hang on. This one has a box in it. Okay, now our other one that we had that was 3.95 ounces did not have a box, and this thing's kind of heavy. So, I don't know. That's interesting, though. I wonder where the difference in the weight is. Okay, so this is the one that says caution, don't open, but of course we're going to open it. And this one has tweezers that are silver, and it has a little ladle that's like the one that we had last, but it was gold, and this one is silver. This is going to be our vial or our container, and then this is going to be our ingredients. So let's go ahead and open those. This has 2 ingredients, just like the other ones. Okay, there's not very much in this one, but it's so cute. Look at this. I love the little design of the actual vial, but it has like some little orange and yellow crystals in it, it looks like. That's cute. And then this is a very pretty little blue color. We're going to find out what our container is. Oh wow, this one's big. It's a big container, it's clear. And then it's just got a little top that goes on it. Okay, interesting. And then this is our cording. And it not only is cording, but it looks like it has a little gold key sticker. There's a little sticker under there too. Okay, so we definitely have something different. We're gonna go through, there's 15 to collect. The first ones are the Amartensia and the Polyjuice Potion. Don't think we have those. Then we have Wolfsbane and Skelligro. And I don't think we have those. The Felix Felicis and the Flesh Eating Slug Repellent. We don't have those. The Hellebore Syrup and the Infusion of Wormwood. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we have the Hellebore Syrup because it looks like it has a little key on top and the color is pretty close. Then we have Dragon's Blood and the Armadillo Vial. I know we don't have those. Murtlap Essence and Leech Juice. And I know we don't have those. Then there is the first surprise, the second surprise, and the third. So that's 15. It tells us how to make the potion. And right here, it's going to tell us what we have. And we have Hellebore Syrup. Okay, so thankfully it's not a duplicate. That's what I'm really happy about. And so we're going to get started on making this. So we're gonna pop off the top of our cauldron. Okay, we have our cauldron open and ready to go. Then it says to pour our blue powder in there. Super cute. It's very pretty color. Whoops, I just spilled that, but it's okay. All right, we're going to put some in there, but not all. Tap, tap, tap. Going to leave this much in here, which is about a quarter of it. Now it says that we're going to go ahead and add these little gems in there, I guess they are. I'm not really sure what these are. Okay, it doesn't say to use your little tweezers at all. It just says to pour them into the cauldron. I'm not really sure what we have them for if we're not supposed to use them. Don't know. And actually they're not even on the list of what we're supposed to have. It's very interesting. I'm just going to pour these into my hand because I want to leave some in my bottle. And I'm not really sure how many I want to leave in there. So I'm just going to put some of them back in here until I feel like I have what I want in there for display. Because you're going to see them in the syrup, but I don't think you're going to see them as well as what you will see them if they're left in here. So I left, you know, 5 or 6 of them in there, and they're orange and yellow, so I just left some of each color. And then I'm going to put these in here. Okay. Now it says to take our little ladle and stir it up. So stir, stir, stir. Get it in there real good. Make sure we don't have any clear resin at the bottom. However, we normally end up with a lot of extra resin, so it probably wouldn't matter if we did, as long as we get all of the top good. So let's stir, stir, stir. How pretty. Look how pretty. This coloring is beautiful. I mean, I'm not surprised. They've all been very pretty. Now we're going to take our little funnel, put it in the top, and it says now we are going to pour this into our bottle. And of course we're going to just go up to the bottom of the bottle, or the top of the bottle at the bottom of the neck. Give it just a second to run down out of the funnel. I don't want it to start backing up in there. This one may actually use all of the resin. That would be awesome if it did. I'm going to just kind of go around inside of here and just get it all out because we have plenty of room in this bottle. We haven't in the past, but we do in this one. Mainly I want to make sure I don't have any of my little stones left in here, which I don't. They're all in there now. And then I'm going to put the top in here. We are going to let this cure, so we need to put this under a UV light or in the sun for 5 to 10 minutes. So we're going to do that and we'll be right back. So now this is ready, and we have this little box, and it doesn't really show anything, so I guess your ingredients just go in here. I guess it's just kind of a little display for them. I mean, it's cute, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to do with it because it doesn't show it in the end. It just shows the bottle. So I guess that just kind of goes up there for that. Again, I don't know what I was supposed to use these for because it never said, so I'm just going to leave them down there. But now we have our cording and our sticker. You just simply unwrap this. You just pull it up from the back and then unwrap it. and it will just come undone. But this does have the little key on it. Your cording on this one has this little golden key, just so cute. It's just teeny tiny, and it just shows that the cording is wrapped around the top and that the gold key is just on there. I think what I need to do with this though is, I need to tie a knot in the middle and put the key there, kind of give it a little like it's there and it's not going to move, because I want it to hang down and I don't want it to just kind of stick out. So hopefully, I think I'm going to add one more little knot too, to make it just kind of stand out just a little bit further away from the bottle, so that it's not just laying on the bottle itself. So I want my knots to be up tall, so you can see that it makes it kind of away from the actual base of the string whenever we put it on there. And I think that will help it to not just stick straight out, you know. And just looking at it right here, I think I may go ahead and do maybe 2 more little knots, mainly because the neck of the bottle is so much further in than the base of the bottle. So I want my key to just kind of like have the ability to lay down here. Now we're just going to make the little tie around our bottle, and I'm just simply looping them because this is not an actual twine or an actual like leather look. It's just going to just be wrapped. So just as long as you get several good wraps in there, and then I'm going to tie mine, and I think I'm going to actually end up tying it right where the key is, and I'm going to put my knot, I think, just over the top of the key to start with. See what that looks like. I actually don't like the knot of mine being over the top of the key, so I'm actually going to do it in the very back. I mean, these are your potions and these are going on your shelf, so you just kind of have to do it the way that you want yours to look. This is a lot like the cross stitch thread, so it's a whole bunch of little pieces that are just like, you have to make sure you're grabbing each and every piece before you tie so that it doesn't come undone. Okay, so I ended up putting mine over here by the key like it says to do. But in the picture itself, it doesn't look like the string is as thick as what this is. Like, it doesn't look like it's as many pieces of the string, I guess. So maybe, you know, maybe you shouldn't or don't have to use all of them. I'm not sure. But I don't think that looks amazing with the string over here beside it. I'm contemplating cutting the excess off just because I don't think it looks that great. I ended up cutting my excess off just because I felt like it was just taking away from the key. So all that extra string was just too much. If it had just been kind of like the original cording from the first one where it was just one strand, I think it would have been better. But I just feel like it was just really taking away from that gold key. So I just ended up wrapping mine around and then cutting the excess off. Now we've got a label that we're going to be putting where the key is. And here you have the hellebore syrup. Okay, and so now it's time for the rundown. So if you've been watching all the videos, we've talked about how packaging is a little bit difficult to open, but some of them seem to be a little bit easier. The cauldron is a little bit hard to open, so make sure you have scissors or a knife handy and make sure you're super careful with it. So I wouldn't let kids do this alone for sure. I mean, truthfully, because it's resin, they need to have supervision anyway, but it's kind of hard to open. Some of the packaging is, so they're going to need some help to not ruin it. This one, it's super cute. I love the little box that came with it for you to put your ingredients in. It didn't have a base for the cauldron, which I'm assuming is because of the, you know, it's just taking the place of the box. I'm trying to figure out the weight of it though, because that box was pretty heavy. And to me, it seemed like it should have actually weighed more than any of the other ones that we had, just due to the fact that that little box was in there and it was pretty hefty. I love the key that was on the cording. That was super cute. I couldn't get my cording to look like theirs because I felt like it was a little too thick. So I ended up cutting my cording off short to where the key took the center stage on that, and it didn't take away from it by adding that string on there and having it just be real thick and hanging off the side. So that was just something I did. But of course, these are yours and they're for your shelves. So you do you. If that's the way you want yours to look, then that's what you do. If you want to follow the directions and do it exactly like they do, you go right ahead, because these are definitely yours. They're going on your potion shelves. And so you do what makes you happy. These are $10 a piece. As I've said in the past, I did pay for these. I think they are great. They are so much fun. It's becoming less of a little entertainment and more of an addiction for sure, because I still want to keep getting them all. So I don't know, but I have 4 up here on the shelf now and it's pretty tight. So I think I'm going to end up having to change one of my shelves over here just for my little tables. But I feel like once I get all 15 that they're going to have their own shelf. I think this is a great project. Absolutely. I think they are adorable. I think they are so much fun. I think MGA has done an excellent job with these. So I highly recommend them if you're wanting something like this to do, and if you want to add something cute and fun to your potions shelf or make your own shelf for these, then I definitely would do that. So we have one more ball left, hoping it's not a duplicate, and we will be back probably tomorrow or the next day with that one. So with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember, we love you.